Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange. And it is the best day of the week because Miss Sarah's here.
Hello.
Looking like a $1,000,000.
Hiya. Today it's the best that Timu can buy.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
Well, you look fabulous.
Thank you, dear.
I like your lipstick too.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. On today's episode, I'm always glad when Sarah's here, but today holy shiznit. On today's episode, Donald Trump says the 14th Amendment doesn't pertain to him because he never swore to uphold the Constitution. Trump allegedly had to be saved from going on a hunger strike by McCarthy. And Putin wants women to have 8 children each. The moon went into Cancer overnight.
It did something. I don't know what it did.
And so it's a sign of motherhood, home, that kind of thing. So I always keep an eye out for, wherever the moon is and to see or if there are any major aspects going on because, okay. Anyway, hello. Yeah, exactly, Valerie. What the French toast?
What the French toast?
What the French toast? Shut the front door. Yes.
Does anybody remember those Orbitz commercials where that came from? Where, you've got a dirty mouth, clean it up with Orbitz, because they instead of using bad words, they what the French toast? Who you calling the cootie queen, you lit liquor? So Tara did something. She was like 5 or 6 when that commercial came out. And so it was like the early aughts, and she did something, and I was like, what the French toast? Like she just spilled something or whatever. And I was like, oh. And then she started crying. I was like, what's wrong? She's like, you called me toast. I was like, I didn't mean it, baby. It's okay. But now every time I say that, yeah.
I called you toast.
You called me toast.
Hello, everybody. All right. Okay. Very quickly, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe and have for years. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because you've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to Miss Sarah.
Thank you. Seriously. Thank you.
And you've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hi. Yes, I wasn't kidding. These are the things we're covering. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah is going to do the honors of timestamping today. Thank you.
Yes.
So you can pick and choose what you're interested in or watch back on like 1.25 speed. I do that a lot on YouTube. So I cannot. Now, I ran out of time. But I have got to take just a moment to come on, load. YouTube. Okay. Trump's inauguration. Trump's inaugural.
While you're pulling that up, I just want to say to everyone, isn't this background awesome? This is like checking all of my Thomas Kincaid meets Lisa Frank vibes, and I am here for this. She does good work. This is awesome. Okay. Hello, guys. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. Y'all.
Got it.
Today is full of there's not enough alcohol for this. Bless his heart. And I'm what? Okay.
Okay. Now, I believe there was like a big get together.
Mm-hmm.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after
Can you
me.
hear that?
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
In his defense, preserve, protect, and defend does not mean uphold. It did not include uphold. So technically,
No. Uphold.
it means the same thing, but I mean the actual word uphold. And he said preserve, protect, and defend. So even though we all know, everybody knows, newborn 6-pound, 8-ounce newborn infant Jesus knows that it's the same thing. But in Cheetolandia, I didn't specifically say uphold, ergo.
Well, he said the word faithfully, and the Bible didn't burst into flames, so we know that's off.
Yeah. All right, so let's dive into this officially. At 7:15, Donald Trump says that the 14th Amendment doesn't pertain to him because he never swore to uphold, end quote, the Constitution, so he can't be an insurrectionist. Is he for real?
Well, the thing is that there is, if you're going to act like that, then the loophole would be, even if he had said uphold, he would say, well, that would mean like physically hold it up.
I can just see him sitting in the car with Nick Cage trying to steal the Constitution. I mean, guys, he said marriage vows 3 times and he didn't uphold those either. So
Not even a little.
So I mean, are we shocked?
What a scumbag. And yes, I agree with Cindy Lou and Sharon Rice, who were saying, he also said, so help me God, and didn't burst into flames.
And go ahead.
It's going to take a little bit of time. I think he's going to learn.
You're going to learn, maybe not today, but tomorrow. So, yeah. Oh.
Card for the reading is the Page of Pentacles, and this is petty. This is small. It's a page. It's not a king. It's not a knight. It's, well, no, this is what I said. Childish. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Cups in the middle, which means you had both far right and Republican, regular Republican, conservative activists who are saying, well, you don't have to, you can refuse. You can refuse. And people going, no, I don't want to. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But you're not a king. Presidents are not kings. And plaintiff, or in this case, defendant, is not president.
Mm-hmm.
It's the man who's going to end up howling at the moon levels of upset. Because you can act like a child all you want, but you had an adult job, you made adult decisions, and you're going to face adult consequences. Just my personal opinion, get stuffed.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes, Cherry Bomb. Eric was far more involved in that swearing in than I was.
All right, y'all. The rest.
Cindy Lou says he's going to say he had his fingers crossed behind his back.
No takesy backsies.
Yeah, really.
All right, at 10:55, Earth Yogi says, once Trump org loses a civil case, will it take long to settle the assets taken, penalties paid? Alex Jones still hasn't paid the families he owes, so will Trump find a way not to pay?
Infuriating, that Alex Jones thing. All right, so will Trump be able to duck and dodge paying what he owes? Well, the thing is that luckily, for what it's worth, there's already a retired judge who was put in charge of keeping an eye on Griftco. Trey Bomb says, I'm also shocked he didn't try to dress like a turkey to sneak in a pardon. Yes, the two turkeys, butter and ball.
Thank you, Jan.
So, better than we're afraid is the upshot. Now, would he do it because it's the right thing to do? Now, what this is this feels like, you know, someone shaking you and to get all the money out of your pockets. And he's already lost that fraud case.
Oh, yeah. It's just a question of how bad. Yeah.
This is really bad. This is suspension of Griftco, him not being able to be an executive in New York, and them shaking the money out of his. Okay, this is working. This is because of how it was worked. But if you look closely at this card, I've been talking about this recently. This is a fraud. He's got this lady naked, but he's not painting her. He's painting pentacles. So he can semi-simple, so he can stare at the naked lady. And with all the pentacles on the wall, he's done this before. This is ongoing. So while the Eight of Pentacles is traditionally a card of work, in this deck can also be a card of being a scumbag. This in the center being legally hemmed in. Absolutely, like anywhere he turns. Normally with the Eight of Swords, this woman who's tied up, her legs aren't tied, so she could kind of walk away. But this feels like the swords are around her, and everywhere he turns, legally, he's stopped from pulling a lot of shenanigans. This is the partnership and the Ace of Cups here. And this would be very much raining on his parade. Because he's already got someone looking at Griftco. So he doesn't have a situation where, well, you know, some stuff was turned over in court, but on the whole, day to day, I mean, before they get over here to do stuff, I mean, we can. No. They've already got somebody there. And this will happen, this beginning here, this new beginning, it's it feels like it is. It does not feel like he's going to be able to put this off for years on end. That's what it feels like. Better than we expected. And it feels like things will be better preserved before the end, too. So he can't get in there and start playing games.
Good. I just remembered. I'm inserting another question in here.
Yeah.
Something that you and I briefly mentioned earlier this morning, but it had slipped my mind before I started gathering questions.
Mm-hmm.
Trump decided to target Judge Engoron's wife on Truth Social in a series of... There's allegedly an account that Trump says belongs to her that
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert.
Very sweet.
Thank you.
That shared a post months ago mocking Alina Habba, and then shared a post of somebody spray painting, tagging, F Trump on a brick wall. Now, nobody knows if this account actually belongs to Judge Engoron's wife, Dawn. We don't know. But anyway, so he went all nuclear, as one does, because we don't get facts, we react.
Do you have the trust truth tweet temper tantrum?
1 second. Bum.
And thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, Apple was saying judges are so afraid of jailing Trump. Why don't they stop treating Trump like a president? Thank you. And that's true. That's true, Kathy Lamson. Trump must be scared spitless. Yes. Oh, but we'll get to the...
Yeah.
He stopped eating. He was so upset he stopped eating.
Yeah, but he was sharing posts that Laura Loomer wrote because she went off on a thing, and then he was highlighting those and commenting. The article that all of this is in the... Hang on.
Is it in the chat or in the description?
It is now. I didn't timestamp. What time are we? We started this at...
I'm afraid I don't know.
That's fine. I got it.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't. Well, I guess we'll just look.
1 second. And sorry, guys. I'm normally more together than this, but you said that and it reminded me of this.
Okay, 1 second. Salon article. And this is today.
Mm-hmm. Now, she says to Newsweek, she told Newsweek earlier this month that Dawn Engoron, that she doesn't have a Twitter account. This was not her. Never been her. So.
Okay, so on Salon, Trump targets Judge Arthur Engoron's wife. He's shared at least 4 posts from conservative activist Laura Loomer. Someone named Dawn Marie. Okay. So what did Trump say?
He was sharing the post and doing the whole like witch hunt unfair as he quoted the post. So, but part of his gag order about the clerk was that he wasn't allowed to retweet, retruth, whatever, like share stuff either.
Right. Sorry, I was hoping to see the actual. I forget. It doesn't matter. I was going to read the actual thing, but it doesn't matter. No, his gag order's been suspended pending appeal, and ever since that happened, he's just been going nuts. He's been saying the most heinous things and attacking. They're attacking the clerk again. because that gag order has been suspended.
Well, is this going to backfire on him?
Well, considering that there's no jury trial, and it's all on this, it's all on the judge who's going to make these decisions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think you're going to need that size cup of tea.
Uh-huh. For those who have been around a minute, this is proof. The Brit is back.
It's kind of it's sort of like the Elton John song,
Yes. Yes.
only cleaner
Yes.
and with better tea.
Very much so.
8 of Swords. Man, they're really throwing everything they can. 7 of Wands, Lovers, 7 of Pentacles, World, and Page of Wands. Trump is scared. This is being on the defensive and those who are loyal to him, but he is scared. He is really afraid he's going to lose Trump Tower, a whole bunch of assets. Now, here's the obnoxious thing. One of the main reasons he's gone to Florida, it isn't just the taxes. It's that if there's a bankruptcy or there's a judgment, there's a homestead exemption. They won't take his home. Now, here's the thing. Define home. Because,
Exactly.
yeah, but that's in Florida. It's not under, this LLC was set up in Florida. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a world card and this is a Page of Wands. So yeah, this is what's going to happen to him. Things will simmer back down because I think the gag order is going to go back in place. What I'm really frustrated with, and I'm sorry if I sound frustrated, it's not at anybody here. It's certainly not at my dear best friend here. I am frustrated that this jerk is just swanning around. This guy who tried to destroy our country. He's scaring people. He's putting people in danger, and nobody's doing anything about it. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little upset.
No, you're good. You are good. Teresa, just for whatnot, Mar-a-Lago is one of his few properties that is not a golf club. There's actually not a course on Mar-a-Lago. But it is
a rental. Sorry?
It's still a social club.
Yeah.
You can still, rent out for weddings and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. That's the flames at the side of my face. Oh.
Disappointment. Well, Engoron, the other judges or people say, no, you can't do this anymore. Fine. But he's already riled these people up. He's already pointed them in the direction. Again, I've got both of these knights again. The far right and the just Republicans.
Well,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. At 24:05, Beatrice asks, will Trump be convicted of anything? At this point, we'll take a jaywalking ticket before the GOP convention. Will somebody unequivocally say, yes, you are guilty, and here's your punishment before the RNC?
Is that next July?
June?
June?
I think so. Let me look.
Well,
It's July 15th to the 18th.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no matter what happens, he's going to say it's being appealed.
Oh, yeah.
But when we get an actual criminal conviction.
Of anything at this point.
Crimes against fashion.
The hair, we're almost into crimes against physics.
You make everything better.
Thank you. Yes, Amy, the E. Jean Carroll was a civil case.
Yes. Yes. This is the dynasty, the money issues, the fraud. It's for the fraud here. Knight of Cups, actively fighting against him. The beginning again. I've got this Ace of Cups again. In fact, I shuffled and I still got these cards again. So yes, for the fraud. But I wish I had. I'd be happier if I was getting Justice card, Tower card.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. We're going into slightly less frustrating for just a minute. So more comic relief.
Good.
So at 27 even, y'all. Trump wants MSNBC punished because they use government-sanctioned airwaves and are mean to him. Literally. That's a quote.
They're mean to me. They're mean to me.
Yes, and the Republican Party. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. But he wants MSNBC to get some sort of financial sanctioning, punishment, something, because they're mean to him. They call him names.
Yeah, he doesn't call anybody else names.
Thank you, Jan. Well, lucky girl, she was looking at more for the criminal, not the civil in that. So, yeah, Judge Engoron's already found him guilty. But, yeah. What you got?
Do it this way. So, will he be able to do this? Will, this kind of stuff come through? The higher wisdom of women voters. Right? Who are really mad, bigly mad at having their rights taken away. Women voters. Women voters. Even some Democratic women voters. Even some Republican women voters. Ten of Swords. He's not going to have the opportunity. Bye. But I just loved that. Women voters. Women voters. Women voters. Women voters. Trump. Yeah.
Whatever you sow, so shall you reap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Yes, Holly and friends. Trumple Thinskin. For a Trumple Thinskin, name calling's a one-way street.
All right, y'all. This is the one y'all been waiting for. At 29:40.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb. Women say you're done, son.
I really need that. If you're taking a sip of something, set it to the side. And if you don't, we're not responsible for anything that gets sprayed. So,
okay.
Liz Cheney says Kevin McCarthy had to go to Mar-a-Lago after January 6th because Trump was depressed and was not eating. In the link, there's a video where Kevin's like, yeah, he's just, they're concerned. I have to go down to see him because they say he's not eating. Heard Tony Michaels. If anyone out there is believing this trash, that dude wasn't eating, I've got a pardon I'd like to tell you. So, was Tony on a hunger strike?
Because this was pre-Ozempic.
Yeah. He's so depressed. He's distraught. He's not eating. He's just wandering around aimlessly.
Well, he was upset. He was very upset. I will say that, but I don't know. I'll look at the eating thing, but this is a card for the reading, and this is what was behind it. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you lost, you scumbag. Star, 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Yeah. He took to his bed. He was so distraught because I'm so important, and the Democrats, they're laughing at me. Yeah, they should have arrested you. This is adding insult to injury, and this is a burden. Was he feeling sorry for himself? Hugely. Completely self-centered. Did he stop eating? Or was he just not even touching a morsel? I wonder if he was still drinking his Diet Cokes, or if he had given up his beloved Diet Coke. He might have actually cut back a little bit, at least briefly. I mean, he started out here, sitting pretty, I do whatever I want. This is poverty and sickness, but it can be lack of. And then you get back to the fighting and what have you. And so, I don't know. He only ate half of his fries. Yeah. His insides still look like the grease trap at a fast food restaurant. So,
yeah. All right. So we are out of time. What I miss?
Joyce Matthews says Kevin went down to bring him a Happy Meal to cheer him up. Paul is saying, or he just needed someone to run to McDonald's and get a fish to light.
33:35. Okay, Kelly asks.
Yes, Linda Bishop, that's it. He declined ketchup. Sorry.
He didn't get his steak super duper well done. There's only half charcoal. The hunted becomes the hunter. It looks like Hunter Biden will testify before a congressional committee, and he wants to, as per his right, publicly. Homer wants private testimony, and Johnson has authorized Comer and Jordan to hold Hunter in contempt of Congress if he doesn't agree to testify privately. Who will prevail? Because Hunter can sue for his right to do so publicly.
Oh, he absolutely should.
Yes. So how is this going to work out?
So is Hunter going to sue?
And Jim Jordan holding anybody in contempt of Congress is laughable. Yeah, no.
Cherry Bomb says, good luck with that, Jim.
All right. Colin says, you really think he's smart enough to order through DoorDash? He can get Barron to do it for him. Or maybe Walton Alta. Or Trump employee number 4 in the tech room. Somebody can order a cheeseburger delivered.
Yeah, assuming he ever sees Barron. Considering how often he sees Melania.
No, well, the best thing for that child would be if he takes the Tiffany path and just exits stage left swiftly. And now,
Yeah.
of course, I've got Biggie in my head. Escargot, my cargo, 150 swiftly. Go ahead. Sorry.
So the question is,
Who's going to prevail? Is Hunter going to be made to testify privately instead of publicly, or is he going to sue as per his right and win that way?
I'm getting very convoluted energy here. I don't think this is going to be straightforward one way or the other.
Okay.
All right. The Republicans, they are thinking this is their ship coming in. They're going to get Hunter Biden. They're going to browbeat him and misrepresent what he says and take so much attention away from Trump's 91 charges, felony charges. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. But this is a partnership right here. This is Hunter and his lawyers. Hunter is the backing of, but Hunter, look, Joe will stay off to the side. He will not get in the middle of this directly, but he can help pay for lawyers. And I mean really good lawyers. And I mean not Trump lawyers. I mean good lawyers who jump at the chance. Now, are they going to accept that on the right? No. And there's this huge judgment. I want to know more about this judgment, because normally in most decks, this card is a huge angel with a giant horn, like loud enough to wake the dead, which would be very public. But it's very dark in this deck. Let me just double check here. Does he have a legal right for this to be public?
Everything that I've read says so.
Okay.
I know our resident legal eagle, Miss CC, is in the chat. So if she has any knowledge of how that would play out, please feel free to share. And we appreciate you there.
Okay, I've got these far right Republicans on the defensive for the reading.
Okay.
Sorry, that was some snow falling off the roof. 10 of Cups, very happy Democrats. Page of Pentacles, so not strong. Page of Swords, these are weak. These are weak cards for what the Republicans are trying to do. And that's a very happy family right there. And happy Democrats and happy, decent people. So I don't think this is going to go as well for the Republicans as they think it will. But if anything, if you don't mind, I would like to read on how will the actual, as another question, I would like to read on how will the actual thing between the hearing or messaging or lies or complete lack of proof of anything. Teresa Ford is asking, maybe the GOP will decide they don't want to talk to him after all. It's possible. Catch that bird says, ooh, the overlay is sparkly. Yes. Hey, CC Ryder says the House GOP would have to refer contempt of Congress DOJ, like Democratic House did for Steve Bannon when they referred it to DOJ, who then indicted Bannon. Bannon is appealing. Yeah, so it could go on for a long time. But if Can Hunter go to a judge and say, this is my right? I mean, that's if he just says no. But instead of him saying no to them, can he go to a judge and say, hey,
I'm willing to testify. We're going to do it in public.
We're going to do it in public. Well, the sun card, that would be out in the open. Let's see. How's it going to go? 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Okay. The Republicans are going to say whatever they want to say. I mean, just period. Just expect nothing else. They are making things up. They are... he should be impeached. Okay, well, what's the proof? Well, it's we impeach him, and that'll give us a chance that we'll be able to uncover the proof. No. What's the proof? Well, this will get us on the road to having the proof we need. Yeah. They're going to just keep lying. 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. So their goal is to rake him over the coals. Because they're trying to rake the president over the coals. And they're going to throw everything they can at this. But at the end of the day, this is usually the person sitting here with all the cups behind him. They're going to be Democrats there too. And they're going to be between the Republicans talking garbage. There are going to be Democrats there too who are pointing out how ridiculous this is. And it's going to be very contentious. But other than the sun with things being brought to light, I don't have any major arcana in the main reading. So this being earth-shattering,
yeah.
And I do love that they're doing all of this stuff so early. Please do not keep your powder dry until October or September or October. Yeah, please.
Oh, goodness.
Cece Ryder says Hunter could fight this until Democrats take over the House next year. Investigation, bye-bye. But that is a risk. True.
Yeah. 4315. Beatrice says she wants to know if Speaker Johnson is compromised by Russia.
He's compromised by having glued a pair of blinders on either side of his head. He is blinded by one of the most twisted views of the Bible I've ever heard about.
Yeah.
Hello, Kiba. Janelle Espinosa says, in the meantime, they have no legislation getting passed. Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. Fool. Hanged Man. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Well, I need some more clarification. This Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. More snow falling, or clumps of snow on the roof melting, falling. I don't have Russia here, but I've got some weird money cards.
Oh yeah, you don't have a bank. So anybody who's essentially a government official who's doing stuff on like Cash App.
This is the chunk of money. This is fruits of labor. This is a whole bunch of money. But this is suspended, or lying about it being suspended. There's some kind of entertainment only YouTube. Usually this is a card of going up the river. This is kind of some illegality in the center. So there might be something hinky. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. That's not Russia. This is just being a far right jerk. So I asked for some more clarification, and sitting pretty, because we know he's got a nice house, nice car, nice stuff. But 10 of Swords and the Emperor. There's something hanky here. Was sitting pretty, but why have I got another card in the center of legal swords not going so well, and then either for Trump or okay, look, if I know that if you get into high finance, there's all kind of loopholes and weirdness and special things you can do. And if you have at least $1 million to invest, you can start investing in all kinds of stuff the rest of us can't. But I've read on, what is it, multi-level marketing? I've read on multi-level marketing scams where I wasn't getting energy this weird. And he's going to end up on the defensive about this. Yeah, right now it's a big puzzle. What the heck is going on? And it's, oh no, I just live quietly and reasonably. Really? It looks like you've got a major financial plan. And he is going to end up hugely on the defensive about this. Now, there's some things I read on where it looks like Republicans will be held accountable for something, and I've gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, I believe it when I see it. But this feels very strong. And I'm surprised at the cards I was seeing that were saying that, no, there's some real legal jeopardy here. Cheryl Clark says so much dark money. There's something hanky here. Hanky. And I am getting him being held accountable for it. Sorry, I'm going to do more cards. Is he going to be held accountable? It looks like it from the other cards, but I just want to ask specifically. Ace of Swords. That could be the beginning of an investigation. A charge. Decision by the government. Knight of Cups. Could be the Biden's IRS or something. Okay. Mr. Man of God, holier than us.
I'm looking at the time, and we've got time for about 2 more.
Okay.
Because it's Wednesday. So, actually, no. We've got time for about 1 more. Yeah. 2? We got time for 2? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to pick a timely one, and then we're going to end with Pootie. So, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm enjoying my almonds because I've got some eggnog here, which is going to it'll shoot my blood sugar to the moon if I don't get some protein.
Right. You're good.
Yeah, Paul says, boy, this went fast today. And
Yes.
Sarah's here. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
No. I was going to say maybe we should do Putin now, so then we can read on anything else that won't be as upsetting.
Ah. Okay. All right. At 50:35.
Steve, I agree. I love the blonde hair too.
Thank you.
Official Life 70 is suggesting cryptocurrency fraud. Could be. There's some weirdness. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
No, you're good. Putin wants women in Russia to embrace their history and be like their grandmothers and their great-grandmothers, and have, for not just the state but the morality of the country, 7 to 8 children each. Right now, the couple right now, an average couple only has 1.42 children in Russia, and considering attrition rates, that's not going to hold because of the war and everything else. And so they're on the brink of a really big, and in a generation or two, a really big population issue. So Putin wants women. Go ahead.
Didn't he say that he for the sake of the war,
Yes,
he wants them to have 7 or 8 children each, and that there will be a stick and carrot?
Well, yeah, he hasn't announced that, the stick and carrot portion of it yet, but new guidelines reflecting all this will be coming soon. This was from a speech either yesterday or the day before. So he did a televised speech, and but more official protocols will be forthcoming, but this is what he wants. So at this point, will the women of Russia comply is where we're at here.
Steve's saying because they can't afford to have kids. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Joanne. Bye, Asa. Have a good one.
You know, a lot of your young men left the country, right? And, I watch all kinds of stuff on YouTube. I spend stupid amounts of time on YouTube. And some of the things I've seen are like, there was a video of, in this one town in Russia, there's an American who happened to live in that area. He was leaving the country for a job reason.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of people, they live in these high rises, even in more rural areas. They're easier to keep warm, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so one of the condos in it was for sale, because there was a couple living there, and they had one child, and I guess they either decided they needed something bigger because the child had basically taken over the living room. They'd made that her room, or they were going to have a second child. But they were walking around, and this is that, and it was interesting. They do things a little differently from we do, the way this set up, and But who the heck could afford 8 kids let alone in Russia? Where would they live?
I don't know. I mean, and also just from a female perspective, somebody needs to explain to him that it is a uterus and not a clown car.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't. No.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
That was good. Oh my gosh.
Well, Flower One, that is, it's not the big family. It's the big family isn't the issue. It's the fact that it's state ordered. Like when you say you're in a family of 8, I don't know if that means you are one of 8 or if you and your partner have 8. either way, I'm assuming there was some kind of choice in this, and no
Mhm.
one said, hey, you've got to do this or else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the issue is. If someone chooses to have 8 children, go
Have as
ahead.
many as you want. If you
Go
can
ahead.
afford them, if you can, take responsibility for them,
Have at
go
it.
ahead. Yeah. No, our issue is with the stick and carrot that Putin is talking about, plus the fact that he says Russia, like early on, and I think when Sarah was explaining to me early on, Putin said, because Russia needs more soldiers.
Mm. And
the idea of risking your life and all of this, all of the implications of all of this, just because a vicious serial killer of an autocrat wants to send your children with no real supplies, support, to a war he created out of whole cloth for no reason other than his own ego. Literally no reason, so they can die. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not a great plan. Not a great plan. This man is sick in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Sick in the head. Oh, okay. Good. Don't worry about it. Because Putin he's not going to be there forever. Forever. There might be some kind of encouragement, but it's not enough. But then I've got the hanged man in the tower here. And we already, from everything we're seeing and all the cards have been reading and the news, the cards, everything, the energy, Russia's going to lose this war.
Mm-hmm.
And this is costing them massively. And then when Putin is not able to pull this off, this is actually a relaxation of women who can be like, okay, I can breathe, I can live.
Yeah.
And I think Putin's going to have to go, or at least maybe I'm hoping the people like Putin will have to go.
Suburban housewife. No, it's not Putin's minions that are demanding this. Putin himself went on state TV and addressed the nation. Those words came out of Putin's mouth. So, yeah.
Yeah, Isabel Moss, 8 years pregnant and postpart to later see your children killed in a war that is completely unnecessary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My father's one of 7.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, okay.
I mean, John, my husband's one of 7. It's a yours, mine, ours situation, but it's still one of 7.
Yeah.
So,
my mom wanted four children. She wanted 4 girls. She got 3.
Well, let's look. Oh, go ahead.
Just a quick. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We might leave it here because card for the reading. This war is not going to go well for them. And here we've got Queen of Pentacles, Death card, Ace of Pentacles. And what this feels like is this is a new beginning. And this is the death of the old way. This is a rebirth for Russia, is what this feels like. Please. Please.
Okay.
If you don't mind, we'll just leave it there because that's a good.
Works for me.
I've got to thank everybody for being here. And Sarah, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Over there looking like $1 million.
Thank you.
All right. So that's going to do it for us for today.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1:07 p.m. See what happens when we start on time? It's 1:07 p.m. here in Chicago and down in Louisiana because we are in the same time zone.
Mm-hmm.
We're on opposite sides of the country, but we're in the same time zone.
It's funny how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So at 3:00, we'll be on the Creative Springs channel. Miss Sarah will be starting out there. And other than that, I am on 365 days of the year, and I will be right back here tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the super chats and the donations. It makes a huge difference.
Very sweet.
You make this live stream possible. Thank you. All right. So take care. Please remember you are not alone. We are in this together. Boop, boop. And there are good days ahead. All right. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Bye.